Hello everyone, welcome to the Tkinter Hub. From today's video we are starting to create this student registration system project, with the modern Tkinter GUI twist. This user-friendly student registration system is created using the custom Tkinter library, which is a modern version of the Tkinter. This system allows you to register students' data in SQL database, including ID number, name, age, gender, class, even a student profile picture. But that's not all. This system has many functionalities, so let's dive into the complete introduction of this project. So welcome back to the video. This project program is created using the custom Tkinter library, which is the modern version of the standard Tkinter library. But this TreeView widget is created using the TTK, which is the submodule of the standard Tkinter library. Because the custom Tkinter doesn't provide the TreeView widget, so I have used the TTK TreeView widget, and also I have customized this TreeView widget, which makes it look better. And here are some entry boxes, and some other widgets. So basically here we will enter the student information, to register the student information in the database. And here is the Add Student Profile Picture button. By clicking this button, we can select the student profile picture. Here I have some students' pictures, which I had downloaded from the internet. These pictures download link will be available in the description box. Here you can see, the student picture is added here which I have selected and open. And here in this entry box, I will enter the student ID number. The ID number will be a unique identifier of the student. Once a student will be registered with a ID number, then the same ID number will not be given to another student. Here I have entered this ID number for this student. Now here in this entry box, I will enter the student name. And here in this entry box, I will enter the student age. And here are two radio buttons, for selecting the student gender. And here is a combo box, for selecting the student class. And here I have selected the class for this student. And here is the register button. By clicking this button, we can register the student entered information in the database. Let's see if I click this button. You can see when I click the register button, then this message box appeared, which says the student registered successfully. And now the student information is registered in the database, and here you can see, in the TreeView widget the student information is inserted, which we have registered in the database. And now I want to show you a functionality of this project. Let's see if I try to register the student without providing any information. You can see a message box appear, which says the student picture is required to add. So let's see if I add a student picture, and then try to register the student, without entering any other information. You can see again a message box appears, which says the student ID number is required to enter. So I need to enter the student ID number. Here I have entered the ID number for the student. Let's see if I try again to register the student, without entering other information. So once again a message box appears, which says the student full name is required to enter. So we need to provide all the required student information. Without entering any required student information we can't register the student. So here I have entered the all required student information. And another interesting thing I want to show you, as I said earlier that the ID number will be a unique identifier of the student. Once a student will be registered with a ID number, then the same ID number will not be given to another student. So let's see if I try to register this student, with the already registered ID number. So here I have entered the ID number, which I have already given to this student. So let's see if I try to register a new student with the same ID number, which I have given to another student. Here you can see a message box appears, which says the entered ID number already exists, choice another. So you can see, I can't register the student with this ID number, which I have given to another student. Now I will change this ID number, and I will register this student. And the student is registered successfully. You can see here the new student information is inserted. And now I want to introduce to you another functionality of this project. So here you can see, here is a button, called Update, and right now this button is disabled. By clicking this Update button, we can update the student information. So take a look here, right now this Update button is disabled. If I will select a student record from this tree view, then the Update button will be activated, and also we will be able to edit student information. You can see, when I selected the student record, then here the Update button is activated, and also here the Register button, and this one button is disabled. And also here the selected student details are ready to edit. Simply here we can edit the selected student details, and by clicking the Update button, we can update the student edited details in the database. And the selected student ID number cannot be changed or edit. We can only edit and update the student profile picture, and student full name, and the age, and gender, and the class. And now I will show you an example by changing the student profile picture and other details. Here I have changed the student picture, and also I will edit the student details. So right now this ID number entry box is uneditable, means we can't enter or delete anything from this entry box. As I said earlier, the student ID number cannot be changed or update. So here I have changed the student some details, and now I will click to the Update button, which will update the student change details in the database. Here you can see a message box appears, when I click the Update button. And the student record is updated successfully. Here you can see the student name and other details are changed. And if you notice, after updating the student details, then the Update button is disabled, and the Register button and this one button is activated. So if a student will be selected from the tree view, then the Update button will be activated, and also the Register button and this one button will be disabled. And after updating the student details, the buttons will get back to normal. The Update button will be disabled, and the Register button and the Clear button will be activated. And now I will show you this Clear button functionality. Basically by clicking the Clear button, the student entered information will be cleared. Let's see an example. Now let's see, if I click the Clear button. You can see when I click the Clear button, then here the student entered information is cleared. And now I will show you the functionality of these two buttons. So right now these buttons are disabled. If a student record will be selected from the tree view, then these buttons will be activated. Here is the Delete Record button, and by clicking this button, the selected student record will be deleted from the database. So it will delete the student all registered information from the database. Here I have selected this student record, so let's see if I click the Delete Record button. So when I have clicked the button, then here a dialog box appears, which asks for confirmation to delete the selected student record. So if I will click yes, then the student record will be deleted, and the student record is deleted successfully. And here you can see, the deleted student information is no longer here. And now let's talk about this Clear Selection button. So by clicking the Clear Selection button, the selected student record will be unselected, and the buttons will get back to normal. So let's see if I click the Clear Selection button. You can see by clicking the Clear Selection button, the selected student record is unselected, and itself the clear selection button and the delete record button, and the update button is disabled, and the register button and the clear button is activated. And now I will show you the last one functionality of this project, which is the find student record functionality. But before I have to register a few more students, because right now only one student is added in the database. So let's begin to register some students. So here I have registered some students. Now let's talk about the find student record functionality. Here in this entry box, we will enter the specific information of the student, which information through we want to find by student. And here is a combo box, where we will specify the which type of information through we will find the student record. So basically we can find a student record by the student ID number, or student name, or student class name. Let's see an example by finding the student record by the student ID number. So here in this entry box, I will enter a student ID number, which student record I want to find. Here I have entered the Smith student ID number, then here you can see the Smith student record is displaying in the tree view table. So I can retrieve any student record, by entering the student ID number. And also here you can see, when I delete everything from the Find Student entry box, then here in the tree view table the all students records are displaying. And now let's see an example by finding the student record by student name. So here in this entry box I will enter the student name, to find the student record by student name. So here I have entered the student name Zara, then here you can see the Zara student record is displaying. And also we can find the student record by entering the student name keyword. As you can see, I have entered the S keyword, then here the Smith and Steve student record is displaying. Because the S keyword exists in both students' names. So we can find the student record by entering the student name of any keyword. And now let's see an example by finding the student record by student class name. Simply here I have entered the class name 10th, then here you can see the Kevin and Julie students records are displaying, because these students are added in the class 10th. So we can easily find the students records by entering the student class name. And also we can select any student from this retrieved student record, to delete or update the selected student record. And this was the complete introduction of this project. And this project is included in 5 parts of videos, and this introduction video, which you are watching, this video is not included in 5 parts of videos. From the next video, we will start to create this project. The next video will be part 1 video of this project video series. This project video series playlist link will be available in the description box. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.